coordinator ma eco-conscious citizens. Awula say one twetwe enkomo. One say aban man single-use plastics. See a pesi a cable in suyire flooding ewo mai mu pa dia. Yano ne ade a wose ye. Na ya anya ne sa pa dia. We should forget about it. Ha. Enya de beboa ye nkura. Ma mene awula say wa entwetwe enkomo. Good morning and thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning to you and your listeners. Thank you very much for having me.
Good. And we believe you were not severely affected by last week's flood.
No, we were not severely affected, but contacts of us were. For example, people at Chado, they had their houses flooded. Because you know the wetland, the Peshi wetland, which is supposed to be building free. Yeah. There are buildings on it. So the water, you know, it has to find somewhere to go. So it will go into people's homes. So that's why we said that there has to be a robust action to remove unlawful structures from all our Ramsar sites, all our wetlands, so that when it rains heavily, the water has somewhere to go and it doesn't cause damage. Remember, there was loss of life. We have to think of the lives that were lost during the flooding.
Okay. Now, one issue you are drawing our attention to is this single-use plastics. What underpins your belief that if we are able to tackle them or we are able to tackle this menace, we are going to have a reduction in the flooding situation in Ghana?
Thank you very much. You see, the flooding situation is a big problem. Your engineers will tell you what needs to be done in terms of our drainage system. The engineers are there. But in terms of what is, what shall I say, man's contribution, you have first of all our building everywhere. Built, and we've destroyed our forests. You know, forests have a way of retaining water with their roots. So they act as flood control. You've destroyed your forest. Even Achimota Forest, the last remaining forest reserve, we've declassified parts of it so that some of it is no longer a forest. So we are appealing to the government to repeal EI 144, which declassifies Achimota Forest. We also have Achiwa. Illegal mining is going there, destroying the pristine forest where 3 rivers take their source. So there are lots of things that can be done. And I've talked about building in Ramsar sites. It also affects the flooding situation. In your homes, if you are built everywhere, put cement everywhere, instead of planting trees, the problem. But in addition, we're talking about single-use plastics. Plastics that you use only once and then you have no use for it. They are clogging our drains. They are clogging our gutters because it's disposed of irresponsibly. We have a plastic receptacle at La and at Maijo where you are supposed to bring your plastics so that they don't end up in the gutters and in the pavement. Because when they do, they contribute to flooding. If you ask the fishermen, they will tell you that these days some of the fish they bring in have ingested plastics. So we have a plastic menace. And it's interesting to note that in much of East Africa, Rwanda, Tanzania, Kenya, they have banned single-use plastics. So it's not difficult to do. We can do it to reduce the amount of plastics which are contributing to flooding in Ghana.
But do we have that gravitas to take that drastic decision?
Well, it's up to us. You see, we have to look at the lives that are being lost, property that is being damaged, the trauma, and ask ourselves, do we want to do the right thing? If Rwanda has done it, why can't Ghana do it? If I'm told that even Jamaica, Botswana have done it, why can't we do it? It is not difficult at all. We can do it if the political will is there. Recently, the EPA did a very good thing. You know the plastic container that food is put in, they banned it because it also has a health aspect. When you put hot food there, it causes